Hey class, welcome back. Welcome to Introductory Psychology, week 12. I can't believe we're already three-fourths of the way through with our course. We are moving right along, moving very quickly. It feels like just yesterday that I was recording this first introductory video and you guys were meeting me for the first time and I was meeting you guys for the first time through our discussions. So how time seems to fly. So anyways, so we're in week 12. Just a heads up. Your response paper 2, is due tomorrow. I know there are many of you who are still working on yours. Some of you have already submitted yours. That's great. But just make sure you get that in tomorrow by 11:59 p.m. Otherwise, there is a 40% late fee, anything afterwards. So make sure you want to get your full credit for that assignment. Get it in by tomorrow evening. So that's the first item is your response paper. Second item is this week we are covering one of my favorite chapters, actually. We're covering social psychology, which is chapter 11. And social psychology, if you're not familiar, is sort of like the intersection of where psychology and sociology meet up, kind of where they meet in the middle. So if you've taken a course on sociology previously, there's going to be a lot of overlap in what you learned in that course and what you'll learn in this chapter. Maybe a lot of familiar topics, discussions, concepts, themes, etc. So this is one of my favorite chapters because I do like sociology as well, sort of where these two things intersect. But I also, this chapter is really interesting because it's known for 3 of the more infamous experiments in psychology's history that we're going to be looking at. Ash's experiment of conformity, Milgram's experiment with obedience, and then the Stanford prison experiment. Maybe you've heard of at least one of these, maybe all of these, but they're very infamous in terms of research in psychology, and we'll be addressing each one of those in this particular chapter. So we'll be looking at social cognition, social behavior, social influence. We'll be looking at close relationships, and then also intergroup dynamics. So it's sort of the 5 broad themes within this chapter that you'll be taking a look at in chapter 11. So also to give you a heads up, our next exam 3 is on the horizon. I'm going to post that next week. Exam 3 will cover chapters 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to cover 11 this week and 12 next week. It'll be very similar to the format of the last couple of exams you've taken. 50 questions, multiple choice, posted on D2L, obviously. So let me know if you have any questions over any of the last couple chapters we've covered. Let me know if you have questions over chapter 11 as you're reading through it. You can post those on our discussion. You can post those, or you can email me those, as well, if you're confused or if you have questions, So just a heads up. We do have a discussion post this week. It's already up and live. It's pertaining to the subject of cognitive dissonance. So please make sure you read carefully about the subject of cognitive dissonance in our chapter this week, and then because that'll be the focus of your discussion. That discussion, of course, as usual, is due by Friday at 11:59 p.m. And you also need to post and respond to your peers. So a peer. So just a quick feedback. If you have not turned in your response paper 2 yet, it is due tomorrow night. Read chapter 11, social psychology, and then begin to prepare for exam 3, which will cover chapters 9, 10, 11, and 12. So anyways, we have a beautiful day outside, so we won't keep you any longer. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns this week. Otherwise, hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, take care.